So Aaron Flynn, who'd been the studio general manager for the last number of years, he has stepped aside, and replacing him is a very, very familiar name, Casey Hudson, who, if you're like, I think I know who that is, he basically has worked on every major BioWare game up through when he left after Mass Effect 3. Most importantly, I mean, Mass Effect is Casey Hudson's baby. He was the project director on that series, and also where I first became aware of him and was like, oh, this guy is clearly onto something. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, the original, was also his baby. So he will be taking over. What do we think of this? This is you know, bringing the old veteran back in to lead the team.
So Casey left, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago?
And more, I think a little more.
And he went, and so he was the final thing he was working on were the early stages of what became Anthem.
Yes.
And then he left and went to Microsoft, and we never played any of his games.
Yeah, so he was working on HoloLens stuff. That was his thing there, and I'm sure he had his reasons. He had said he wanted to spend more time with his family, and I presume HoloLens probably didn't involve a lot of crunch time.
No.
You know, because it's just not how...
Plus, you can wear it and also spend time with your family because you can see them as Conker's jumping in your living room.
It's true. Conker Jr. Marty.
Ooh.
Get it together. He doesn't swear.
Well, I'm curious,
no F word.
Ryan, this is a little bit of speculation, but how much do you think the reception to Mass Effect Andromeda led to Aaron leaving and maybe Casey coming back?
I'm glad you brought it up because, I mean, the timing of it suggests that even if Aaron left of his own volition, I'm not one to sit here and start rumors, but I mean, they just had a very, I don't want to call it disastrous showing because the game was good. It was decent. It just wasn't.
The problem is
great.
It was a Mass Effect game.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it. That was the problem.
But
Yeah.
so what I will say
Added
this
up
is,
to what it had.
for all intents and purposes, let's phrase it this
Yeah.
way: Mass Effect's reputation was decimated.
Yeah,
and that was arguably BioWare's single biggest franchise.
Yeah.
Since the Old Republic kind of churns along as their MMO out of their Austin studio, although that's obviously a licensed IP. Star Wars, it's not their franchise. And then Dragon Age has had 3 good entries. But
played way too much Dragon Age Inquisition.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love
Every
it so
single
much.
side
IGN's
quest.
Game of the Year 2014.
Yeah.
But Mass Effect clearly was the when you thought of BioWare, you thought of Mass Effect. And with everything going as south as it did with the release and the glitches and the choices and you know all the things you can point to that we've hashed out a number of times on this show, I gotta figure that there was a conversation. Either Aaron went, maybe I should step aside, or maybe EA management kind of went, maybe we should maybe let's call up Casey and see if he's bored of this whole HoloLens thing yet. And then maybe, you know, I'm not suggesting, I'm sure it was pretty amicable no matter what it was.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that Aaron was forced out, but the timing of this is. Hey everybody, I'm Ryan McCaffrey, host of Unlocked. If you enjoyed that segment, be sure to check out the full episode as well as all of our other episodes on our YouTube page, youtube.com/IGN Unlocked. Like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Catch us on your favorite podcast service as well.